We're talking with Dr. Michael Rectenwald, who is the author of this excellent book, The Great Reset, that just came out this year. And he's got a unique history. He was among those who were considered woke, and then he actually woke up, and they turned on him. The far left turned on him for even just thinking. As a professor at NYU, he happened to have an original thought, and they didn't want him there because of that. So there's clearly a contingent of evil elitists with a master plan, and they, I hate to say it, I think they want to enslave us. But there are also some misled true believers in academia, business, and among the youth. So, Dr. Rectenwald, how do we wake up young people so that they can see the truth and come out?
Well, I think that we need to point out what this woke ideology, what its function is, which I do in the book in a chapter on woke ideology. I talk about what the function of this woke ideology is, and that is to say, what is it doing? What is it achieving? What it's achieving is to make the majority feel guilty and to thereby abrogate or to abdicate, I should say, their property and their rights. In order for the Great Reset to be undertaken. That is to say, you're told that you're privileged and that everything you have is based on your privilege, and therefore you should surrender your privileges, which means your property rights and your free speech rights and other rights, the rights of mobility. All of this is being foisted on you for a reason, and that is to strip you of your property and your self-determination. And so this has nothing to do with these beleaguered minorities that they use as weapons against us. They are strictly weaponized identities that are not meant to be the beneficiaries of wokeness. They are merely the weapons being wielded by this elite in order to take away from you what they say you don't deserve. So that's how I try to talk to these people.
Yeah, no, it's the French Revolution, isn't it? Happening. You first tear down and Marie Antoinette loses her head, and then you go create the Committee on Public Safety or something like that, and then there's the Reign of Terror, and that's what's ahead for these left-leaning people who think that they're making the world a better place.
They are, I hate to tell them this, but they are the useful idiots until they change their minds, until they secede from this for very, very pernicious ideology, and they're actually serving as footnote soldiers of the global elite. While they claim to be against the power, against the man, they are actually serving the top echelons of power. It's very ironic.
Yeah, no, it is. I've got a book out called According to Plan, The Elite's Secret Plan to Sabotage America. It covers some of the same things, but you have an academic perspective. You've got a depth of research and things that are in this book, The Great Reset, that I think is just tremendous. And you have some solutions. We're Economic War Room. We're here in the war room to craft solutions and to win the war, not just to complain, not just to be talking heads. You can get plenty of that on Fox News, and God love Fox News for what they do. But Economic War Room is designed to give people answers. So give us some answers.
Okay, well, I have a 9-point plan for stopping the Great Reset, which I call the Grand Refusal. And that's basically the premise. The premise is to refuse the Great Reset. And that is we can't control what these puppet masters are trying to do, but we can cut the strings of the puppet masters from ourselves so they can't manipulate us. And this is really how to go to look at this. So to stop the Great Reset, first of all, we need to refuse the central bank digital currency, which is coming down the pike. We see now with the Fed's recent Fed Now project. This is the beginning of a CBDC. We need to refuse that, and that means to establish a parallel currency system. We need to have parallel exchanges before they institute this, so that we don't have to become part of the CBDC regime. And why do we not want to be part of that? Because it'll control everything, our spending, savings, and debt. It'll give the government transparency into everything you do. They could shut you down for having the wrong views. They could shut you down for having a bad personal ESG score, for exceeding your carbon footprint. They could control your transactions.